Hi Pep, David McDonald from the Daily Mirror. Hello. You said you're going to play a strong team tomorrow. Some other clubs, rival clubs, have played weakened teams in this competition and gone out. Do you feel an obligation, out of respect to the competition, to play a strong team every round? Do you feel it's a sign of respect to the competition in the FA Cup?
So I don't know for the people who is a strong side, a strong team. So I don't know. I don't know if play Bernardo Silva or David Silva is a strong team or not a strong team. So I don't understand that. So I think we show in the last 3 years, and every game we try to win the game and do our best. So the selection will be for many reasons. We have a game 3 days ago, and we have a game 3 days later in tough game in Newcastle. So considering that, we're going to decide what is the best team to win the game. We want to go through in the FA Cup. Last season we won in Wigan out and was disappointed. I want to go through. So this season I want to go as far as possible.
But against Rotherham, you could have played a weakened team, given their divisions below you. But you played a very strong team there. So it seems like you have a lot of respect for the cup that maybe other clubs, other teams don't show.
What do the other teams? I don't know, and it's not. I cannot comment anything about that. So they have the reason why. So, of course, the FA Cup is a prestigious cup, a prestigious title, not just in this country and everywhere. So, and I want to go through. I would like to, the first year we were in semi-finals against Arsenal. We could not reach the final, and this season, last season was a weekend. So, Barley at home. We're going to try to understand the game, to play good, defending well. Their set pieces, long balls, second balls, that defend the channels where they attack quite often, avoid the crosses, and try to play our game and go through. That is what we wanted to try.
Hi, Pep. Jamie Jackson from The Guardian. David Silva, when he signed his last contract, which takes him to 2020, said it'd probably be his last one in the Premier League. Could you see him going on longer here? Then he'll be 35. Then he looks, this season as good as ever, if not better. Would you like him to? Do you think he can?
In this kind of cases, it depends on the players. For me, if he is fit and his performance are in the same like this season, I'm more than delighted to take a substitution from David Silva. It is not easy to find him around the world. So, but I think they have to decide for themselves. In that age, your mind control your legs and your desire and willing to stay. It depends on him, this kind of players.
Do you think he's got better, since you've coached him, since you've been here? Do you see him scoring more goals? That's kind of...
I had the feeling always was good when we were together, always I'm the light, and especially the competitiveness and the personality. He's scoring more goals than usual in the September to November, especially in Champions League, when after our defeat against Lyon, we were in really trouble. He was our key player. He scored in Hoffenheim and Donetsk, and he played really, really good, really well.
Hi, Pep. Jack from the Mail. Obviously, there was news about De Jong going to Barcelona this week, and you discussed how difficult it would be financially to get him when we spoke the other week about it. I just wondered how difficult is it for you as a manager and as a club with such a strong squad to identify players that can improve the squad without overpaying, without paying 90, 100 million on players?
Well, the transfer market, the salary right now increased a lot. So when we shoot, I said many times, when we arrived here and our average for age was so old, with 10, 11 players, more than 30 years, in that moment the transfer market after, I think Neymar, what happened in PSG, and the other one increased incredible. So that's why we should unfortunately spend a lot, to change the team with a lot of price. So now is the market, so we have to adapt, we have to be quicker, smarter, and try to buy the players, but we have to adapt. So it's difficult now to buy players with the top level in a good price. It's almost impossible. So we have to adapt or maybe trust with the young players with the less, and try to help them develop their own game and personality here.
Is it quite an important thing as well to kind of not pay as much as some of the other clubs in Europe, wages-wise? Because obviously the figures that have been touted around with De Jong's contract to Barcelona are quite large, and that would make him one of the top earners here. Is it difficult to keep the kind of harmony of the players together?
Yeah, I think we try to be the harmony in the locker room about the wages, because when you have no balance about that, always is a problem in the mood in the locker room. I'm pretty sure of that. So one of the good things I think Manchester City is doing is try to keep the balance. The important players, and they're doing quite well, and we try to convince them in that way. But now with the reality is not just one or two teams pay a lot of money in terms of transfers or in terms of wages. There are many, but many. Before the rumor is just PSG and Manchester City, so that is over. So everybody can pay a lot of transfers and pay a lot of wages, because everybody has money. Not just in England, in Italy, in Spain, maybe not in Germany, in France. So there are many, and to compete with that, sometimes we cannot, and that's why you have to adapt to quicker and faster, and don't get nervous, because if at the end, if one player don't want to come, wish him all the best in the other positions, in other clubs. So it's happened. Football is happened. That everything sometimes don't happen what do you want, and that's all.
Just on De Jong specifically, is there any disappointment there that you didn't get him in the end?
No. So I said many times, so Barcelona, Madrid, it's almost impossible to fight against them for the prestigious, for the incredible league, for the incredible clubs they are. So at the end, the players have to be the freedom to take their own decisions, coming here, not coming here. And when they don't want to come, it's because they prefer to go another place, and there are another options we're going to try. If we believe we need players in that position.
And just on Otamendi, you were speaking about him the other day and said he's not happy with playing, and since then there's been a lot of stories about that and links with Barcelona. But how unhappy is he? Did you mean that he's really sad and annoyed, or was it just, were you speaking generally about players being unhappy when they don't play?
No, I apologize for all of you, because my English is really poor, because I am not able to understand or to explain quite well when all of you can understand me. So I'm so sorry, guys. So when the questioner said, is happy Otamendi when doesn't play, my answer is, no, he's not happy, he want to play. But I didn't say he's unhappy here. So I apologize, guys, for my English. I'm pretty sure I will take lessons for the future, and will be better, everybody understand me. So I'm sorry, guys.
So he's fine? Generally, there's no wider problem there?
I was clear. In the previous press conference, I think I am clearer right now.
Just going back to what Jack said, he said you need to be quicker and more efficient in the transfer market. How do you go about doing that?
I don't know, because the other are quicker and smarter, and like we try to do. So there are always in the market, there are many players in few positions maybe we need, but even if the next season we cannot take any other player, the squad remains good. So I'm so satisfied what Manchester City has done in the 3 years. So we cannot forget, we bought just one player this season, and the reason why is because I am delighted for that. And we will see what happened in the summer, we end the season, in the last month, the behavior of the players in the locker room, on the pitch, off the pitch, the desire they want to stay, the desire they want to help the club, not just me, not just their mates, the club. So that I think it will be important to take a decision for the future.
And you don't want to overpay for players, but particularly with bringing in cover for Fernandinho, do you think you might have to pay upwards of sort of a club record?
So I don't know. In terms of how much they have to pay, believe me, I don't understand about the numbers. I'm never in the negotiations, so I don't know what the club is able to play or they believe. So we discuss. We believe maybe we need in that position we have few, not because we don't have talent. We have few to do that, and after what's happened is happened.
Yeah, just on that, Pep, you played Kevin in quite a deep role on Wednesday night. Is that something he enjoys, and do you like him in that position?
Yeah, he increased without the ball to be more focused, and he was in the first goal and the goal we scored. We saw the quality from Kevin. Always is in his veins, in his blood, in his mind, always going to happen. And the other issues, we spoke about that, to increase, is a long time ago, a long time injured. So and that's why he needs this kind. In that position, you have to defend, be more aggressive in that position, and he did really well. So step by step, he's coming back. Okay, thank you.